see how long this lasts. Currently got Dishonored 2 playlist up. There's music. Hello everybody. As I start explaining why, if this sounds familiar. Overlay, or not overlay, setup is that my headphones now have to travel a fair distance to get to me. Not like an uncomfortable, but it is slightly further now. And back to shadows. Got a few shadows to do. So I'm still on. My word for it, my muscle memory is like reaching to a point that is like my loop deck has now been moved to a much better spot. However, my muscle memory isn't used to it where it is. So my arm is just naturally reaching to where it used to be. Very different. Very weird. Does feel better. Let's just put my hand on my loop deck, like my left hand on my loop deck, and just work away at the comic, making changes where I need to. Way better. Like my previous computer setup wasn't set up to be ergonomic at all. Set up for space. My office is now complete up for everything that I do in here. Like it's my Cricut is on a large workbench where I can actually stick much more simplified, like less complicated, less painful manner. Excellent. I'm really happy with it. My workshop actually does work now. And I can work on things. I can work on my various little crafts. Things like that, which I'm very excited to get back to making things. Always just having a very much not. I don't know what to do during my day to day. Hey, Creo! Well, if it is a grey dumpy mouseling. Thank you for reminding me. I had my dumplings today as well. Some of my dumplings today. They were delicious. I haven't gotten through all of them, but I can, if I'm ever in the mood for a snack, I got something to up. Perfect. It's perfect that I have quite, like, literally 100 dumplings, 100,000 dumplings. And I've got a new, like, brand for the world. Mouse dumpling. Mouse dumpies. Hey, the perfect dumpling. That is a good one. Just noticed. Gray line, and then let's get to work on the perfect. And it's also good to see my what's the word? Redeem animation is working. The perfect. Now, where do I start? Perfect dumpling has a shape, has like, not a teardrop shape, slightly. And it's funny to think how, like, influential dumplings are actually for my work, in that a juicy round dumpy onion. Yeah, is that basically like, to draw Ratchet's face originally, I used to use like dumplings as a reference point. That dumpling look. So if you're ever wondering how to draw Ratchet's head, like that's a good this is a good start, a dumpling, essentially. And now that I've cooked a bunch of dumplings, I know like the little secrets, how to make them real good. Essentially, perfect dumpling requires a bit of work. What would you say is like the perfect dumpling filling? Well, I think this varies depending on person. But also, like, a good dumpling has like has a weird like almost like chimney top, just because it's been pinched that way. Do like a pork chive or a soup dumpy. Those are both very good options. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The ones I made, they were sweet potato and mushroom, just because I didn't want anything, because they were my hiking dumpling, essentially. So they were dumplings I was going to eat during my hike today. And I didn't want anything that would maybe like spoil if it was too warm or too room temperature. So I went for vegetables and stuff like that. Oh, Lumen, hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. We got ourselves a raid from the Lumen. Yo, Sal, how you doing? How you doing? Hello, Lumen. How was your stream? I hope it was good. We're currently just drawing the perfect dumpling. Redeemed by Creo, none other than Creo. The adventurer. Is that a sack? It's a dumpling. Working on it, we're working on it. Does look like a sack, but that's what dumplings are, you know? Essentially a pouch full of goodie pouch, you know? As it was described in the recipe book that I was using, it's like a coin pouch but full of food. Uh, Nine other than Creo. Nine other than Creo. Yeah, exactly. Meat sack. A meat sack, yes. I'd like to imagine this is like a pork or a marinated beef dumpling, because like those are the perfect dumplings. This little spout on the top. I mean, what is a dumpy? Not a meat-filled pastry sack. I mean, truer words have never been spoken. Oh, that supposed to be shine, but it ended up looking a little interesting. Give it a good old pinch. Exactly, you give it a little pinch at the top. I know, I made 400,000 of them yesterday. I made so many fucking dumplings. Man, it was just not worth it. It wasn't worth it. Like, they're delicious, but holy fuck, it wasn't worth it. So, yeah, can't get away from them. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're just in my house. Every corner of my house. I had to put some in the washing machine because I was running out of space. Why so many dumpy? I was gonna make. So I used a recipe that I in one of my cookbooks that I have, and I made the dough from scratch, and I made all the filling from scratch. I made everything from scratch, you know. But yeah, I was making it, and I was using the recommendations for the from the um from the cookbook, and as I was putting them together, like putting together the ingredients and the dough and stuff, I was like, "It's gonna make a fuck ton of dumplings. I'm gonna need to make a fuck ton of filling." And so I did that, and then and then it was like getting to 9 o'clock in the evening, and I was just filling dumpling pouches full of filling, and I was just like, this isn't worth it anymore. I'm gonna eat like maybe 10 of these, and then I'll be full. So it was like it's becoming counterintuitive. Then luckily, because I know how to use dough, like make stuff with dough and stuff like that, I've just made bread rolls as well on top of that, and they were delicious as well. But like, I think Giggles was streaming at the same time, or just after I'd finished making them. So I was like, oh, I know, I can cause some chaos in Giggles' stream. And so I just jumped in and I was like, I got like 400,000 dumplings just in my house. And then I refused to explain. And so Giggles and the rest of it chat were just trying to discern what was going on, and it was very funny for like 30 minutes. For me, anyway, it was probably not funny after a certain point. But you know, dumpy rolls. Yeah, dumpy rolls, and they were delicious. They were absolutely fantastic. Like it's so the like the dough that goes around dumplings are essentially pretty basic, ordinary like dough, like bread dough, but with a few little like exceptions, additions. So like it a little bit of like extra caster sugar and you know stuff like that. But like other than that, it's all fairly straightforward and fairly similar to just normal bread rolls. So it was an easy kind of thing to accommodate now that I was like completely fucking done with making dumplings. So I both love and hate dumplings now. I ate them today. They were delicious. So I'm back to loving them. Dumpy rolls and bay buns. Exactly. Exactly. And we got a new like brand in the RATBB world, which is Dormouse Dumpies. Dormouse Dumpies. Something with a B, but not rabbit. Buns doesn't make sense. Bow buns. Next is mouse bow buns. I would do that. There's a recipe for bow buns in that recipe book that I was talking about. I wouldn't be against it. Whatever makes my hiking just that little bit more uh enjoyable. Mao bao buns. That's not bad. Mao bao buns. I could live with that. Shading is terrible. Terrible. Terribly sorry, guys. Not what you want. Sunday evening. Let me redo that stuff. Ugh. I think, as I was saying at the start of the stream, I've changed my layout, so my computer setup is completely different from what it usually is, and my loop deck is now up on the lectern that I used to draw on, and so now everything is like everywhere. Well, if it isn't Mr. Maz, hello McFrostio, how are you? How? If they are pork buns, they are all pull bow buns. Oh god. Next says hello. Well, let Next know I say hello back. Lovely to see her streaming again. She's back. Back on Twitch. Lovely to see. If they are custard, they can be a cream bao bun. These are gonna be like a mouth. I mean, ideally they will be a mouthful, but like to even just say that be like the tagline of the Mao Bao buns. Be mouthful, not only to eat but also to say. If they are brown sugar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Perfect dumpling. Perfect. Perfection. Bow, brow, bow, fun, so good. Oh my god. That's so much to say. Brown sugar dumpling. Actually, like sweet dumplings would be lovely. The custard ones, I know there are custard like dumplings in my recipe book. I might try them next as well. Felt like I needed on the way back. I like that would definitely go down well. As he has butt cheeks, make the little blush. I will do. I can make them blush. I'll make. Hold on, let me. These like reflections, as in the butt cheeks blush. It do be very cute, yeah. Or hold on, no, you can't just do the blush without actually having the color, right? Oh, adorable. And then I might just move it so that it looks like it's looking back. Just a little bit. I imagined a sweet bao bun that has like a caramelized sugar on top. That'd be lovely. That would actually be delicious. Rossi doesn't remember what you wanted to tell me next. No, I'm actually trying to like. I'm gonna add that caramelized sugar because that sounds. Frosty doesn't remember what you wanted to tell. Oh, that I said hi. This is I say hi, and you're my bestie, and I miss you. Stinky. I don't know. Yeah. Little spout, little chimney. No, it's not a chimney. It's called like the pinch, basically. And it's just the top, basically, where you close off filling from the rest of the world. Very wholesome. Yeah. Was her family visit good? Were they happy? Happy with Nex's life choices and that? I might just leave clench. I have witnessed. I'm the bestie, not Frosty. Oh right, so that's Nex speaking through Frosty. I'm gonna remove the chimney. I'm gonna just make it a little dollop. So this is Frosty. Yeah, they like the tiles in the laundry. That's good. Yeah. Are they the ones that I've seen? Were they there when I was there? If so, yeah, they're nice tiles. Cryo, you make a good point. Cryo is very intelligent, and he's very good at making good rising. That's why I've made him a mod. Not for nepotism reasons, purely for vast intelligence. On. There we go. Oh yeah, they are those tiles. Cool. Yeah, they're good. Mostly I'm a shit stirrer. That's true, and I like that. Like that variation. There you go. There you go, we got a dumpling. I'm not gonna lie, this pen is really like this brush pen is really good for like drawing crafts and stuff. Thick dump is like plus eat me. Yeah, exactly. It is, it really is. It wants to be bit. It wants to be bit. Um but for writing, it's terrible. This brush pen is awful for writing. I hate it. Right? Like for writing thicker. Speaking of thicker, thicker like dislike it for that. Other than that, though, I almost just wrote dumpy, and then my brain just went flat. Dumpling. It's yeah. Oh, next hi. We were just discussing how Frosty is Gray's bestie. Yeah, the long-running fight between them. Which is fair enough. I do being, an adorable, whimsical creature, so people do want to befriend me. I love describing things as whimsical because it never like fits. Like you ask anybody, you describe anything and you're just like, oh, I wouldn't have used whimsical. They don't make the rules, they just spit around them. Nice. That's real rock and roll there. Alright, I love this dumpling. But I think that is the perfect dumpling. Unless, oh, no, I was gonna do caramelized sugar, when how do I do that? In my style, as a person who has not drawn caramelized sugar. I'm gonna draw it as like these, so I'm gonna add like a little crown of sugar, essentially. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing to you guys. Explain what I'm doing to you guys. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing for you guys. But I'm gonna make like essentially what is a mound, and just add cubes. That looks submerged. That's a terrible one. And then I'm gonna do what I love to do, which is just the cross hatching. Add a bit of shadow. And then a little bit more cross hatching beneath it to add even more shadow. This is something I don't do in my comic because I It's just not what I do anymore. Comic anyway. Nothing more rock and roll than skirting. Yeah, just absolutely, because it's sweet. Dumpling look tasty. Yeah, it does. Cute little dumpling. Like a crystal tiara. Exactly. Royalty. Perfect. That is my brain just going flat again. That is the nature of perfection. Anchor's got a fat cake. That's also perfection. This went from beef dumpy to sweet dumpy. Oh damn, but maybe it can be both. It can't be both. Like, I like sweet and savory as much as the next person, but we can't have a beef and sweet dumpy. Probably a custard filled one. Because everybody loves a dessert. Surely. Everybody loves a dessert. And a nice dessert that you can have that's not going to be too filling. Fantastic. Once had a tiramisu that was like, it was like the size and width. Well, it was like the size of a brick. I couldn't get through it all. That ruined my night. So it's like a nice like a very easily edible dessert is fantastic. Dumpling giggles. Speak of the devil. The dumpling bringer. Throwing a dumpling. How you doing? I still have like 399,999 to get through. Hey hi, I'm the devil, it's me. Yeah. Beloved friend of the stream. And origin of the dumpling joke. Actually, like a saucy beef and caramelized sugar would probably slap. Honestly, like, you're not wrong. Actually, that would be fantastic. And like for me, a lot of my sauces contain brown sugar anyway, because it really helps like thicken a lot of. I mean, speaking of thickens a lot of like sauces. So it's like brown sugar wouldn't be that abrasive as well on a savory kind of dumpling. I think we can run with it. I love it. Feel free to name this dumpling, chat. You guys are welcome to name it. Him, her, they. Very non-specific. Dumpling. Into the face. Accommodate into the book. You and your 50,000 dumpers. Yeah. Hera. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Delilah Dumpy. Sorry, but the idea of having a dumpling named Kira, which immediately reminded me of Death Note, just struck something in me. I don't know what, I don't know why, but now it's just like, oh my god. Dumpy Lila. Dumpy Lila's super. That's actually a really lovely name. I'm trying to space it. Actually, don't mind. Asmodeus. Leah? Oh, Belial. Couldn't see the L at the end. I was really confused. As I often am, but like, purpose this. Might have to move the zoom toggle on my loop deck. Purely because I dislike having to like reach across my tablet. Doesn't matter, I can deal with it later. Deal with it later. Lucifer. This is Naruto, the dumpling. Hello everybody, this is my son, Naruto. Son or daughter, Naruto. I love them. Hit shift. I can make a straight line. Fill in this space with shadows. Like there should be shadows in this. Oh, this is my son Adolf the Dumpling. That's not happening. Bob. Bob the Dumpling. That's pretty good. I still do love Kira for some reason. Because, like, yeah, all I can think of is Death Note when I think of Kira. Which, if anything, makes it funnier. This is Kira's doing. It is dumpling with a little caramelized sugar tiara.
Hi. Hiya. I'm Kira. How you doing?
My lunch, Sonic the Dumpling. This is Sonic the Dumpling. What name would have like a weird? Because my brain then went Knuckles the Dumpling, and that just sounds like an order, as not like a takeout order, as in like Knuckle the Dumpling. It's fast food. That's fucking fantastic. Okay, you've sold me. Sonic the Dumpling. This is Sonic. Love it. Son Goku the Dumpy. Son Goku the Dumpy. That almost like that may have shut down my brain for a moment. It took me so long to realize. Also good. Fantastic name. To celebrate the release of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, we have Itadori the Dumpling. What? Oh man. Then again, like the release of a dumpling, not for Jujutsu Kaisen because that doesn't make, but for Food Wars that would make sense. My dumpy believes in the heart of the cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, this is my dumpling child, Kaiba. The other guy's name. What's the main character's name? I've never, like, it goes to show, I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I only know Kaiba. Yugi. Dumpy. Oh wait, no. That word we've been saying unironically for like almost 30 minutes. Yugi, yeah. I just call it Dumpy. It's too easy. Dumpy is too easy. Not calling it Dumpy. Dumpster. Hey, it's the dumpster. Boring is looking at something. Might define. My brain is really flat, guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Frosty. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's getting there. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually drawn, so weird kind of feeling to both be back and then so I've never left. Joey the Brooklynite card dweeb. Joey the dumpling. Oh, we're dog that is silence. Hey, there's didgeridoo. There's actually a lot of didgeridoo in Dishonored music, which is so unexpected to my beautiful dumpy fucking trash man. You're nearly done chapter 2? Yeah, I'm super close. So if you comic bookmark essentially, page 20 is end of chapter 2, so we have 2 pages left, which too bad. I may be adding more pages or fewer pages, but I have a I currently have a deadline set, so the 10th of December is my deadline for the end of chapter 2. So I'm hoping to get this all finished by then. We'll see if that's possible or not, but I'm thinking it probably will be, especially since tomorrow I will be working pretty much all day on this, streaming all day. I've got the day off from work, so it's doable, but it's also quite aspirational. Stumpy watches all that is. I call him Heimdall. Heimdall.
Hiya. I'm Heimdall. How you doing?
I should. Oh, I'm with. I'm still stick with Sonic the Dumpy. Sonic the Dumpy is fantastic. I agree. I like Sonic the. This is Sonic Dumpy. We love him. Take a shower? You mean let my house take a piss on me? No thanks. I think I'll pass. Anytime I think of Sonic, I think of just that meme specifically, which is just someone doing a Sonic impression about taking a shower. Kills me. Takes very little to make me laugh, but the things that do make me laugh really make me laugh. And for the worst possible reasons, 'cause that's fucked up. Shower. Oh man, I gotta admit, it's so weird to be like. I used to like look to the right to look at chat. Now I look left. So my entire like streaming setup has completely changed and it feels so weird. Like cool, but weird. And it's like a way better setup, but it's still so like it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. Sure. Yeah, it feels weird when you move screens. Yeah, like so much is like different but the same in that now I actually have like I have room to and now I actually have legs. No, now I actually have like room to spread my legs out in front of me instead of like keeping them hunched forward. So it actually feels better to just sit and draw. But then also anytime I've gone to like undo something or zoom or anything like that, I actually instinctively reach across the room essentially, and it's so like almost strange, like it's so alien now because when I reach across, I'm reaching to. I used to have my two screens vertical to each other. Now they are next to each other. Nice. Yeah, I have. Oh, hey, Smiley, how you doing? How you been? I have a vertical monitor, and then I have my horizontal curve monitor, and then So on the far left it's vertical. On the in the middle it's my horizontal one, and then here right in front of me on the right is my drawing tablet. My mic is now actually directly in front of me as opposed to where it was like off to the side. So if you like, you may be able to notice the audio is slightly different, slightly better now. I've made a few adjustments. Ooh, did the layout change? My overlay changed a little while ago, but I'm just talking about how my computer setup has now completely changed. And so I'm going through these like big changes where my muscle memory is like reaching towards a spot where now there's nothing, like nothing is there, because the thing that I'm reaching towards, my loop deck or my keyboard, is like closer to me as opposed to being far away. Um, like for it's yeah, everything is now closer and more convenient to me, but my body, my muscle memory is used to that inconvenience almost, if that makes sense. So it's gonna take a little while to get used to, but basically, my setup is so much better, and I'm not hunched because usually it's almost an hour in, and I would usually be like hunched up and I'd be comfortable with that, or not comfortable with that, but I'd be used to that. But I'm actually sitting pretty normal, and I'm actually quite comfortable. Sounds good, yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. It's really good, and I'm keen to get used to it because it's actually a really good setup. I might post a picture of it on the Discord so that people can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Ray, you should make a pop mouse like that emote. I should, shouldn't I? That'd be so cute. But faster popping because it's funny. Oh yeah, just like one frame, like a one frame pop. So like the pungo bats, but with popping. Like three times faster. I could also do that. Half a frame. That might actually be quite incomprehensible. But the pungo beats one frame. Like take up one frame. Not one frame. Like the animation is 2 frames at the punk. I woke up, but the hand is gone. I mean, on one hand, Hunger woke up, but the hand is no. Come on, let me fix that. A goblin. And yeah, I thought I'd make the Hunger goblin one like red. Had a punk. Test that. So we're also just testing. There it is. Yes, it is working. So I'm adding a little animation where Punga wakes up when he cat. It's not seamless, but it's very cute. So I'm willing to let that go. But yeah, it's one of those things. I really enjoy the animation like side of my work. So every time I get like a little idea, I just go with it, especially in animation because I really like the little like simplistic animation that I do. Very happy with it. So I don't think I'll ever go to a more complicated animation style just because that's a lot of work and I'm uh, cripplingly lazy about stuff like that. So I don't want to do it. But I'm also really happy with the style itself. It's very nice style. at it, give him a shadow. That's what I'm missing. Shadow. Posture check. I don't have an overlay for posture check yet, but I'm working on a little animation of Punga kicking me in the back so that my posture is better, but I will stretch out a little. Return my posture to normal, wizard. I also have a bunch of ideas. Different regimes and things like that, which I'm very excited for. Hey. One of which will actually like alter my overlay, essentially. But it'll be like it'll be like an angel and devil scenario where I basically actually I want to get it to work, but basically like it'll be like text to speech as well, so that can get involved on the like angel devil kind of stuff. But yeah, figuring out a lot of work and very much my nature of like aspiration outweighing means or time actually. My ambition is kind of like encompassing. Probably zoom. Well, I never zoom in. That's also going to be a redeem. Zoom in. To remind me to just actually like zoom. Oh, this is one of Dishonored's two like sounds of Karnaka. They have like they had like band Naka. For those of you who don't know, I'm listening to the two sounds. If you're curious, that's what that. Shadows. There shouldn't be too much after this page. Just one of my previous pages, I still have a lot to do just because I need a bunch of background things, but still feel quite confident. December deadline. Yeah, there's still just a ton to getting slowly but surely. yeah, I'd get like a chapter out, 2 chapters out by the end. That would be fantastic. I think, yeah, I am confident to make that happen. Feels like I'm not doing enough now that I have set this deadline, but I'm sure it'll be. Like, I know it will be too easy to be like, oh no, this one too tight of a deadline. It'll be. Every so often popping by, just make sure it's okay, give him a little pat on the head, wake him up a bit. It helps. Helps. Love. Hello, head. Hair's gonna be so scruffy. Oh yeah, I just love the little design on like of Ratchet's pants. The fact that the legs of the pants are almost like little dumplings. Hey, Tio! It's lovely to see you. Oh yeah, very fair, very very fair. Like, gotta follow that whim. How you doing? Yeah, a while. Oh, grey sock. And switch to grey sock. Current model grey sock. But and I haven't the hand, the drawing hand. You better than me. Like it's been have the recognize you. Yeah. Yeah, things have changed. Yeah, like yeah, I need to get a drawing hand so that it doesn't look like it's just a big sock. The drawing hand. Yeah, but how have you been? How you been? We've gone through a few changes, but all good changes, updates. How have things been? Oh wait, big green door. That needs that needs to be shadowed. Uh, the boy wanted to turn Punga into a sock puppet. Oh no, I should add a redeem for that. turn Punga into a sock puppet. I don't have a sock puppet for Punga, sadly. Mass and become puppet, destroyer of worlds. I'm currently working on an animation to make that a little bit more seamless, because I don't actually, I shouldn't, there should be stuff in place that actually allows me to not have to do that, to like switch models, essentially. Because all the hats and stuff are automated to the system. So I just need to link that up with my model, and then that should all be seen. I fall art's grace and find myself or purgatory. Oh no, what's going on? What's happening? How have you fallen art purgatory? Hydrate. I will hydrate. Thank you, Nex. Yes, I was gonna do shadows. Slightly bigger shadows for some characters. My boy's gonna draw the gobbo. Oh, well, you gotta let me know. Gotta let me know how that turns out. Oh, sorry, Smiley. I will add a hug command. Thank you for putting that out. I can make that. Make amends to that. I like this one. Raises eyebrow, artistic block. I do. I know artistic block very, very well. It sucks. It sucks to happen. Do I have any like tips about art block? I guess yeah. Sometimes it just means like your brain is just giving you an insight to just maybe take a break, uh, or at least a gobo. Still good, still good. Like definitely be sure to send it through on the Discord, because I'd love to. I would absolutely love to see it done. And who knows? We might even see it in the comic. If, of course, I'm okay to do that. Will do for sure. Yeah. And the perfect timing. Thank you, Grey Mouse Bot, for putting out the. Thanking myself. And the brush side. That is the wrong layer because I want flat colors. Just so for this character. Two. Make a more shadow in a bit, but this is all I need. Anytime I'm like talking, the puppet like model is so much bigger than the previous puppet model, so it's just like really hard to ignore the mouth moving in my peripheral vision. Yo, that's model. That being said, I've just realized that I probably need to draw just a stronger ratchet shadow on this side, even though I drew one on the other side. Because that's what the way that the other shadow goes. it makes sense to suit. That's all I really need. And yeah. Shadows. Got very excited when I said I'd show you. Oh, oh my goodness, that's so sweet. I am so like and excited. I'm really excited to see it. Yeah. Of course, always very welcome to take his time as well. There's no rush. Don't let me press you. I've got a deadline, but he certainly. Yeah, definitely. Share it with me. I'm very excited. Brush slightly bigger. Not have to fill it in like Ingus. Ingus with a small brush. Yeah. Perfection. There we go. Lord Mouse, your grace, how art thou be? Zombie Slayer! I'm good. My legs are really tired because I went on a really long hike today, but I don't need my legs to draw, so I'm doing great. How art thou art? Ooh, very nice. I'm a sock puppet, currently. Oh, really? How long? I think it was about 15 to 20 Ks. So fairly decent, like a decent sized hike. Met many lovely people along the way. Had like a bunch of chats and stuff with various people that I just met road. Nice. Your legs hurting from that burning, pulsating hurt? Not so much. No, they're not like I'll definitely feel them tomorrow. So I'm also glad I'll be here all day streaming then. But like it's not too bad. It's just a soft sore, you know? Soft soreness, essentially. Hiking folk do love a chat. They do. I had like a long conversation with this one elderly couple who were lovely, of course, like absolutely. But they did love a chat, and it was very very sweet as well. Wait, so because I'm a dumb American, how long is that in miles? I don't know. I don't know miles. How long did he say it was? About 15 to 20 Ks. So 5 miles? I don't, just giving you a number. I don't know. I think about 8 miles. Yeah. Good moment. I don't know American numbers. As for American, there was something I forgot to do. Yeah, this side of Ratchet's shadow in here. About 12 miles. Ah, okay. My guess wasn't far off, but it was wrong. It's pretty close. To be fair to you, that's way closer than I would have. I think I said 40. And I did say 40. Okay, cool. That's the shadows work. Shadows work. Shadow work. Lurking BRB. Have a good one. Ooh, actually, if you're lurking, make sure to use the exclamation mark lurk. I've got shit that. I should have that automated. I always say I flow by the whims of the of the cosmos. Good to see y'all keeping the mouse company when I can't. Loki, hello, how you doing? Hello. It's so lovely to have everyone pop in. I'm flattered. How you been, Loki? Has been a while. You've been love the sock puppet. Hey, that's a good sign. Yeah, I redesigned the sock puppet. I've redesigned pretty much everything. I'm currently working through a bunch of models to switch out and do that and stuff, but I'm not gonna be debuting a lot of them until I actually get my mix it up working, so then I don't have to change them. Because currently I have to manually change models. So I'm working on that, and working on making that a little bit more seamless. But until then, I'm not revealing the new models and stuff. But trust me, they are cool. They will be cool. I'm very excited about them. Been okay, just getting close to your flight next week. Schedule and I book up, pop in and lurk. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm happy to hear you're seemingly taking care of yourself, working on your sleep schedule. Always good. Uh, yeah, it's also really nice. And I'll be streaming all day tomorrow, or most of the day tomorrow. So, like, oh, where is it? There it is. Ah, works. That's cool. I mean, I've tested that a few. I knew it worked, but it's so cool to stream. Did anybody else notice? Just wondering. Not going to explicitly say it. I'm going to work on a video to explain what I mean about some of the new overlays and having a bunch of new little like hidden things added to the overlay. So I'm very excited to see what people think of them. Boy is done. Ah. It'd be alright if I showed this on stream. Voice keeps dropping. Oh, that's weird. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, go for it. Okay. Let me switch. Oh, that was me. I hesitated on my. Hunger, do you have it? No. There it is. Pretty cute. Look at that. That's adorable. Inspired by Tears of the King. So they're like bokoblins. Oh yeah, they got their little like horns and stuff. Ah, that's so cute. This is adorable work. Your kid is very talented, Rio. Very, very talented. Very impressed. It's all there. It's all there. The form, like the little one. The little one's super cute. I love it. Yeah, little guy. The little guy's got like character. I like that a lot. Like a child gobbo. Yeah, exactly. And the little snouts and stuff, very sweet. I thought the little one had glasses. I thought so too. Yeah. Like looking at it from the distance I'm looking at it, I thought the kid had drawn one with glasses, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Each to their own. Each to their own. Ratchet's got goggles. That makes sense, you know. For some to have need for corrective lenses, but no, it's like a little snout. It's super cute. Yeah, love it. That's awesome. Fantastic work, child of cryo. Oh, I am a big. It's got so much charm. Such a lovely look. And I kind of like that they're all like standing like close to each other, that they're almost like a barbershop quartet. Brought him over to see, and he got a big old grin. Ah, that makes it all worth it. Your work is good, kid. Keep it up. Love to see it. And like always more, if you got art to show, you're always more than welcome to pop it into the Grey Mouse chat, because I love to see art. But yeah. Yeah, like a Looney Tunes group of thugs. Yeah. Share some of mine. Yeah, do it. Crack open my Crack it open like a cold one. I don't know why I said that. That felt like a goober. Funny goober. Is safe for stream, but almost not. Oh. Oh no. I'll look and I'll decide for myself, but I do trust you. Ah, nice. Yeah. As always, just gonna ask, is it alright if I show? Always ask for permission. And you're always more than welcome. Bunga, pull it up. I like it. The form is there. Really impressive. Like the form is there, so it's super cool. And like that's one of the things I loved. Uh, I mean, I love doing when I'm drawing characters and people is like, you know, maintaining the anatomy, the human form, and how much of that you can kind of shift in order to add your own stuff. But yeah, it's so cool. Anatomy at work, see that work like because you've got your like got your anatomy down. It's like some people, it's sometimes hard to believe, but like anatomy is super foundational, but then once you've got it, it's just like a building out from it. There was a life art you went to. Oh, cool. But I couldn't look at her face. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It's like some artists that I've talked to like often say that like the faces are like almost a different kind of beast entirely to the like human anatomy and body and stuff like that. And for me, who spent like I think so much of my practice was done on faces as opposed to bodies, so I actually still struggle with proportions and anatomy, you know, from time to time. Um, and so it really depends on how you start and grow from sometimes, and then what like essentially what you will struggle with later on.
Um, so I didn't draw a face. That's fair enough. Then I kind of like the mannequin style face. That's fair. It's an artistic style and artistic totally valid, valid and cool. Yeah, like it. Grey mouse. Speaking of grey mouse seals of actually maybe make a stamp for not commission orders from my shop, and so anytime people order stuff, I'm gonna have like a little grey mouse seal. Ways. Hey Tio, welcome back. Most of my art is actually just miniature painting. Yeah, but you like, and you do that super well. So there is artistic integrity and skill in everything. I have a friend who uh, talks about like struggling with art all the time, but they're incredible at like coffee latte art. And so it's just like you never know where your artistic talent is gonna present itself. But I think everyone has this artistic capacity in them. Or MS Paint. That's true. You also do fantastic MS Paint work. Uh, what was that sketchbook? That was Cryo's human anatomy like sketch work. That was your first attempt at life drawing. Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. Very good stuff. I've never done a life drawing class. I'd actually like to at some, but I always feel weird. I always feel like slightly weird about doing art in a public place. Especially if it's not a cafe, because I like doing art in a cafe, sitting and having coffee. Probably because there's coffee there. It's super fun. Ooh. I'm not gonna take your word for it. I will definitely do it. Recommend it. Does sound good. Does sound fun. Mine is certainly isn't with music, but drawing is alright. Yeah. Make sure you go somewhere with drinks, have a couple cocktails, and draw nude folks. That actually does sound like a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm just gonna find something like that in Adelaide. Oh, now that I'm actually like, I feel like because I've met so many like Adelaide-based streamers recently, I feel like I could probably get to go to like art classes or art events with more artsy people, and that would be a lot of fun. Naked truth is to keep your grip loose, and the art will just hang dangling arts gains for all to see. Yeah, very nice. I mean, if I could find it in Canberra, you'd find it there. That's fair. It's a very good point. Canberra isn't the most well known for like art events, just events in general, really. Yeah. Up them for some first thing besides me, Ghibli music. Fine. It's not game music. It's fine. What am I doing? Highlights. My highlighting things. I see mouth moving, but not hearing. That's weird. Very weird. Hello? Can you hear me? Let me just check something. Loud and clear. Very weird. Very, very weird. Might have to fiddle with my audio settings at some. Doing highlights. Moving on. Yeah, I'm just keeping the like hair-based highlights super simple now. Doing anything big. That may change with time, but that's okay. Okay now. Mass, I was hoping to hear about your art book adventure. Share some notes. Oh, art block adventure. Share some notes. Yeah, I mean, I'm more than happy to provide various insights because, I mean, I've been doing art for a very long time. I've encountered art block plenty of times, and it very often very much depends on how you're feeling at the time. So it is also like a mental health thing. So sometimes your art block is your brain or your body telling you to maybe slow things down. If you've not been doing a lot of art in that time though, it may also be that you're just a little stagnant in terms of creativity currently or at that point in time. So you're not feeling creative or you're not feeling motivated to be creative or your brain's not maybe processing um, creativity in the same, or not in the same way that it usually does, but like it's just not up to it currently. And I mean, like, I've been working on this comic for almost a year, and I've had points where I've not felt creatively um, motivated to do anything, but I kind of push on. And that can, like, it really depends on how you're feeling or how you are at that point in time, because if you push yourself to be creative, you're just going to burn yourself out faster. You're going to frustrate yourself almost. So it like sometimes it feels shit, but like maybe the best thing you can do for yourself is maybe take a break doing art. Because do you feel like when you are drawing or working on stuff, you feel like you still enjoy it, but you just like the creative thoughts just aren't coming out? Actually, that's what I should start with. When you are drawing, how do you currently feel? Do you feel excited to put pencil to paper and work away? Or are you like almost not mindlessly, but mind clear, pencil to paper and draw, or pencil to whatever format you've got? Nods, I've been forced to. I think what you're describing is a bit closer to burnout. I mean, like, essentially, creative block is just a form of burnout. And yeah, the best piece of advice I guess I can give is that you gotta listen to your body. You gotta listen to your spirit and your your soul, you know, almost. In that sometimes it's like, oh, I'm really craving a salty food, and it's because your body is deprived of sodium. The same thing with thoughts and creativity and your emotions. So when you kind of feel that creative block coming on, I think there's usually something else connected to it. And so in that vein, I'm happy to share like my personal experiences and stuff, but I've had multiple different forms of art block throughout my life. Burnout is a classic one. It's very consistent. Very consistent. Like for artists, you're gonna burn yourself out intentionally or unintentionally. Overworking yourself is sometimes the nature of the game. Sometimes I've just not had the creative motivation to draw, and that happens a lot. And sometimes the best cure for lack of motivation is to work on something else, then build that rhythm or momentum, and then flow into what you did need to work on. And then as a result, you can flow through and work on this thing that you don't necessarily want to work on. So pursue something that you're interested in, re-find that joy, and then kind of flow through or move on to doing this thing that you need to do. But backed up by the understanding that if you aren't feeling motivated to do it, you can jump to something else as well. You can go to it, come back, move away from it for a little bit, and then come back to it. Experiencing a mental block, similar to hypnosis. It erased 5 years of artistic learning. When I looked at those memories, it was blank. Both muscle memory and creativity were inhibited. I think that does sound like it's a side effect of burnout, in a sense. I think it's almost your brain shutting down that motor function that is like pushing you to do something that maybe you don't have the energy for. That can always happen. Funny story, I went to draw a circle, get back into it. I've drawn over 10k perfect circles. Part of my art's fundamentals. I got 1/3 through the circle before I realized I don't know what a circle looks like. I won't exaggerate. It's so shockingly bizarre. I don't believe it myself. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably burnout. Okay. Take some time. Take care of yourself. Not a doctor, and all of this advice is hypothetical. Ultimately, it could also be a series of plenty of other things, but it's most likely burnout. It's, yeah, your brain almost like shutting down that sense or that not regulation, it's regulating you so that you don't maybe work quite so hard. I add that. As well. I'm here. Like creative inhibition happens. Sometimes you just don't have the creative drive, or you don't have a creative thought in your brain. It happens. Sometimes it's your brain telling you something. Sometimes it's just the day of the week. A really good example I found was, so for those of you who know manga, there's a manga artist called Kohi Horikoshi. He created My Hero Academia, and there's a really interesting, not interesting, but great example of sometimes it's just not the day for art. And he showed 2 different drawings that he did. One with both with the same pencil, but just on different days. One was a day where he was motivated to draw. The other was a day when he wasn't. And one of them was like this beautifully detailed Izuku Midoriya, illustration. Like mid-combat, it looked, you know, fantastic. The next one was Izuku Midoriya, but he looked like he barely looked like a stick figure. He was like a mess. Happens. Like sometimes it's just not the right day for art. Description of burnout is so on point with how I would define it. Brain saying to the will, I said we are stopping. Yeah, essentially. Like, it is really that. The brain knows you better than anyone. So it will stop you. And it will do whatever it needs to do to kind of stop you from, you know, exhausting yourself. Exhausting that creative noggin. Did I just, oh my god. I just realized. Just deleted all the highlights. Boy has added a and colored in his drawing if you for you. Oh my god, yeah, please do share it. Like go back and there it is. Okay, cool. Save there because I realized I had deleted my entire highlights layer, and while I was just chatting, I didn't even realize, and I was like filling in a color. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I filled in this color already, and I was like, oh my god, where'd my highlights go? Okay, let's jump. Let's jump to treat for me. Oh, these are cute. They're adorable. Pop that up. Just don't worry. Pop it on. Oh, it's so cute. Those are, and it's like that's the Bokoblins color. Matched it. Your kid matched it perfectly. I'm really like so. Tears of the Kingdom is currently the game that I'm playing in my like downtime. So what anytime I get kind of free for myself, I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. I Bokoblins are maybe some of my favorite kind of creatures. I adore them. They're so funny little they're funny little creatures. I love them to bits. Oh, and is that like I can't remember the name of it. Is it like Tower Town? But the town that Pura is in, like the fort, like in the top of the journal of the top left, is that like that little town where you start at? If so, it looks exactly like it. Like fantastic work. Detailing is perfection. I understand everything that is going on in this panel in this book. He said Lookout Landing. That's what it is. Yeah, Lookout Landing. I knew what it was, but I just didn't remember the name for it, which is classic me because I do not remember names of stuff. Perfect. There's a little figure. Oh, is that a little bokoblin with a bow? Take a closer look. Move my mic so I can look a little closer. I've moved myself closer to the screen. So I had no idea. You've never played it, so you had no idea. That's fair. That's fair enough. And the little swords. Oh, and there's the Triforce. It's fantastic. One of the little fellas has a Triforce. Yeah, I can see it there. Is that Link? Or is it a Bokoblin with the... Oh, if so, would they have the Triforce of Courage, Power, or Wisdom? I've been reading this book which touches on artistic development through childhood. It's described in almost perfect composition planning. Test is if you removed any one element, it would look wrong. Oh yeah, I can see some of that in these. Nice. Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's way better than like anything I would have done at that age as well. I think I've talked quite consistently in my streams about how in kindergarten I got in trouble because I didn't color within the lines, and I think that's maybe one of the worst things a kid could be told. You know, like a critique that seems just mindless, honestly. Um, the little cryo has done an excellent job coloring this, so I almost feel um, like I'm almost reminded of that done such a good job. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Very impressed. That additionally, that gets a second Grey Mouse seal of approval. I should actually make an overlay, which is the Grey Mouse seal of approval, and just stamps it, because it's fantastic. Give me an idea. I'm gonna have to make a note somewhere. Grey Mouse seal of approval. Oh wait. I do feel my voice going as well, which is not. He was. Oh my god, that makes it all worth it. It's always really like heartwarming. I mean, yeah, I don't do it for the sweet stories, but it does definitely make it so much like so rewarding for me. Very selfish, but hey, what can you do? Um, two birds with one stone. Yeah, make it one of my warm ups. Hey, perfect. Coveted Grey Mouse seal of approval. Yeah, so if you share your art, you could potentially get the Grey Mouse seal of approval. I realized that I haven't been using my drawing glove at all this entire stream. Sorry, what was it I was about to say? Probably gonna finish this panel, and then I'll probably hop off stream just because I feel my voice going, and then I also know that I'll be streaming all day tomorrow. Ads. No, Dio. I'll say it again later, but like, yeah. Just because I do feel my voice going, so I wouldn't want to push that, but like, I will also be streaming all day tomorrow. So it's a bit of a consolation to me ending slightly early. Well, launch myself off. Okay. Carry arms. Mouse and Cora, is it not weird that the guy who takes away bending has his bending taken away by Aang off screen? Like, why? It's not taken off. It's not taken off screen. It's actually in. There's a flashback which shows him getting his bending taken away. Doesn't happen off screen. It does actually happen like on screen, which is cool. Like, give. Gotta give him that credit, yeah. Back that a very geometric finger. Yeah, well, it's just a line. Just a line to give it some depth. Yeah, it does happen. Giving him some hairy arms, don't mind me. Just hairing up his arms. Ugh. It's not too bad. Oh, okay, then that's my fault for not remembering not remembering what you said. That's okay. I don't think I said it. But yeah, there's a scene, not a scene, but a flashback where Aang takes away his bending. It still seems pointless, you know. I like that I've never killed, then explaining how hitting people with 200 kilograms flying rock will kill someone, yeah, or won't kill someone. Hydrate already been redeemed, but if voice is going glug glug, I know. Sometimes it's just not like, ugh, not something that can be helped, you know. Stretching them, basically killing someone, even if it's not a. Yeah, that's fair. Dumping the Fire Nation army in icy water, Avatar, state rage monster. That's a very fair point. Yeah, don't know if they ever address that as like Aang not killing. This is how it's not killing or whatever. I don't know if they ever do address that. Exactly. There's no way they wouldn't die. Yeah. It's non-canonical murder, yeah, because they didn't die on screen. Maybe it doesn't count. I don't know. I'm deaf. Like, I'm deaf. No, it's and like it's one of the things. I'm definitely not a Avatar: The Last Airbender purist, so I can definitely believe that it did stuff wrong. Actually, I've talked at length about the stuff that is maybe less good about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Um, so like I can fully believe that it's almost a plot hole that Aang doesn't want to kill in the last episode, but then has, you know, inadvertently caused the death of plenty of people. They don't. It only ever addresses in parodies making fun of that point. Yeah, exactly. It like asks the question because they mockingly parody his whole "I don't kill" and then like, you know. Actually, I'm trying to think of an example. Just the many Fire Nation soldiers who fell into that icy lake, icy river, ocean. Sorry, jeez, my brain is really going. It's got angry with myself. Serious grey mass. Like Batman not killing people, but or battering people in the brain and throw them on the roof. Yeah, exactly. Fire Nation hypothermia safety drill. First, you find your buddy, adopt the tread water posture, take turns generating 100 to 150 flame between two, slowly warm your blood, await rescue, drainage. I mean, that's also a fair point. Like, I feel like the Fire Nation soldiers probably could warm each other well, but yeah, it's only a theory. An avatar theory. Then the ocean into the hot water spring. That'd be cool. A logical. Yeah. Film theory. Yeah. Okay, sent about overanalyzing Avatar's most famous video. 3.2 about the drill episode. Oh, I like the drill episode is great. Really like that one. I think I've seen this. I may have seen it, but I just don't remember it. Check it out. Check it out after stream. Shiny face. I depart. Absolutely amazing. You. I depart early, Mr. Zombie and Cryo. Farewell. A good one. Tio, always lovely to see you. And take care of yourself. I hope that art block fades soon. Yeah, have a good day. Right. No, that caved in. Oh, and Smiley still. Yeah. Well, friend Tio. Friend Tio. Farewell. Farewell and tomorrow. Yeah, I like the simple highlighting. Yeah. Makes my life easier and is good. And is good. Brightness. Knuckles a bit tightening. Hold on, guys. For a second, find out what the hell's going on there. Eight o'clock. I feel like I should find my MS paintings. And actually, I know where they are. I have reference. Fine. at night. Very weird. Like, not just nothing, like hammering. But each to their own. Yes. Okay. As you never petted the goblin from my goblin? Pet the goblin. Redeemed. There you see it. And that Mouse doesn't care about his chat. There it is, look! The goblin being pet. Confirmed. Zombie Slayer is a liar. A cad. Quite frankly, a bit. I petted that fucking. Pointing your finger. Okay, but you better apologize to the goblin for. Wait, no, it's not on me. That's not on me. You redeemed it, it happened. Think the pet the goblin. You think I'm in control of the pet the goblin? It's automated. That's an automatic redeem. I don't do shit about that. And apologizing to nobody. No dang goblin. Say that jokingly. My favorite race in D. Well, they were my favorite race in D until I found out about Owlin. Which all the benefits of the Kenku, but not as shit. Sure it is. It is automated. Not even making shit up. That's just actually what it is. It is automated. Like, I don't even really need to put up a defense about this. That's just how it is. You don't believe it, then you don't believe it. My job to educate you. It's not my job to educate you about every little thing. Actually, that being said, I'm gonna educate you about every little thing because I'm gonna release a video once all my assets and overlays are done, talking about what's changed. Revealing all the little like secrets. Shared a bunch of my MS paintings now, not all of them, like 8. Alright, let's. Mouse. Hunger. Up. Great. My audio dropped after 8. That's weird. Because I'm moving away from my mic, I wonder. Very odd. Very, very odd. Probably. Yeah, it might be very, like, it might be set to quite sensitive, actually, because I did just switch out the XLR cables, and I had to reinstall the driver, so it's actually probably pretty likely that it's quite sensitive. Or not sensitive, but, like, close. Alright, so in that case, I'll just stick close to it. Because I think I had these problems when I started streaming, and it was the exact same thing, so I need to probably alter that. That's okay. As a note, I only use the crayon and spray paint tools. Nice. That makes sense. I mean, the form's all there, which is awesome. Nobody cares that you're offended. Nice. Toxic killer 50. The dark, like the what's the word? The rendering on this is actually really good. I'm really impressed with the rendering of the shadows and the highlights on this one. I like it. And I like that you signed it prior to the event as well, because, like, I don't sign my work. Not that consistent. I love this one also. Yeah. Very good. You should be proud. Sip of water. Oh, each up. Usually drunk for these. A few of them. That's okay. People seem to redeem it more when I've been drinking. I feel like that tracks. In that, it's like the roll of the dice. Sorry, there's a bubble in my throat. My voice is completely changed. It's, oh, hold on. It's like Murphy's Law. Not Murphy's Law, the law of motion. But I give them 30 minutes per drawing. Nice. I mean, that's a very admirable amount of time. How much time? Giving a warm up or a drawing, and I just edible. But 30 minutes is a good good amount of time. Get a lot done. 30 minutes, really. I feel like it takes me like hours to make like a comprehensive or a comprehensible image. So thank you for indulging my ego with looking at mine and your boy's art. Oh, it's always a pleasure. No, you don't need to thank me for that. I love looking at people's work. I love looking at people's art. I'm a big fan. You don't need to thank me for that. More than happy. More than happy to indulge. And there's nothing I love more than seeing other people's work. And like it costs nothing to be non-judgmental about someone's art. and then it makes them feel good. And like I always, and like the truth is, I genuinely am always impressed with the art that people make, and just telling them often does help improve people's day. So for that, it almost feels selfish, kind of joy. Yeah, I'm always happy to do it. Half the joke about mine is I emphasize that my drawing is a photorealistic version of the reference photo I get. That's great. And then I apologize the entire time I draw it. I love that. That's actually so funny. I appreciate the confidence in that. That would be quite that would be admirable. Yeah. Oh, that's a terrible line. It's too angled. There we go. That's good. But with that said, that's that panel. So I'm actually really oh wait, no, I need to do the lights. The dead lights in the eyes. Oh, so last stream I couldn't make it since I was working late. How was Dredge? I know nothing about it. Did you finish it? Dredge is great. I adore Dredge. We have not finished it. I actually don't think we're very far in it at all. There's a new DLC coming out, and I've made an executive decision that I will be playing the DLC in addition to the rest of this game. Because I have enjoyed this game so much. So we will be doing the DLC, which is like an Arctic Tundra DLC. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, it's such a fantastic game, really a lot of fun. So I want to play it for as long as as often as possible. And I really want to enjoy myself with it. So not where the light's coming from. Looks super cute, but that's not where the light's coming from. Woo panel, yeah. Dredge has been entertaining to lurk to. Dredge is so good. Dredge is so fucking good. I've been like, not hassling, but I have been messaging the creators of Dredge and stuff. They haven't responded, but like, I've just been nothing but praise, because it's maybe one of that's my game of the year, I think. Oh really? So you're like maybe 1/3 of the way through? Yeah, actually, I would say that's a pretty accurate, statement. Yeah, about 1/3. There are four big islands, so I've just finished one of them. So I'm probably maybe halfway through, or yeah, maybe halfway through. I think maybe halfway through, maybe just a little less than halfway. But I'm enjoying the game so much, I don't even mind. If it ends, it ends. You know, that would be tragic, but tragic for me. I love this game, but we would just move on to the next game. But like, I've enjoyed it so much, so I'm keen to see it continue. Always like the bigger panels that I feel like I take so much time to do. Even if there's not like a huge amount to them, they always seem to take a little bit longer. But this one's done, finally. We can continue on with motivation to the remainder. There are also going to be speech bubbles here. Yeah. I'm feeling... Oh, actually, there's something that's not done. Just the highlights on this character's horns. Get to know this character as time goes on, as he is a Timberstone guard, so he is one of the mods. This is one of my mods. I actually haven't told them that that their character has made an appearance in the comic yet. But I will. Not necessarily a secret, but just need to find the right time to tell them. There we go. Now we're done. Now we're actually done. Got highlights on the bottles? Oh, good question. No, I don't. Shit. Thank you for telling. Like, for reminding me. Let's get this. That was. Ugh. I could do. Different. Slight texture. Well, not texture, but you know, color. So it's a little bit brighter and a little bit more obvious. So like, are the guards visually unique per mod? Yeah. Each mod gets like a visually unique kind of design. The armor will be the same, so the armor is also the armor is all uniform essentially. So that it's the goblin. It's not goblin. Sorry, it's called the Cat Eye Provoker armor. So basically, and I'm more than happy to share like the background lore for this armor because it may not be thoroughly explained in the comic. It'll be explained like implicitly and through background stuff. But the goblin, I keep saying goblin, the Cat Eye Provoker armor is armor that is designed for versatility and utility. And so it's used by the Empire's soldiers in different ways. So the Empire soldiers have different armor sets depending on where they are in nations that have been conquered by the Empire. The Cat Eye Provoker armor is the armor for Katianki, which is the nation that this story takes place in, which is the home of the goblins. And so, as you can kind of understand, it's called the Cat Eye Provoker armor. And so basically, it's really strong, resilient armor. But then it's also designed to be kind of, you know, to have kept goblins and goblinoids in mind. So as you can see, there are no big eye holes. There are a series of peppered eye holes and things like that. So, you know, spears or arrows are going to have a hard time hitting. Things like that. Katianki is a land that is abundant with minerals and mining resources. So the armor is strong and reinforced in case of cave collapses or mine collapses. And then also, as you can see with the gas mask, they are designed to be resistant to gases or gases in caves. So if miners are trapped in a cave that is leaking natural gas, the guards and the soldiers of the Empire can actually enter the caves and recover them without risking their own lives. So, and that's one thing I really like is that each of the armor has history and culture to it, or not culture, but history and utility to it. And so this is one of my mods who has this is their D&D campaign character. So when I used to DM a campaign, this mod was one of these people who was actually playing, and they played a character who was a tiefling who had a cracked off horn and had like ram's horns. So we don't get to see his full glory yet, but with the helmet on, we still get to see the horn and his shield, and then also his warhammer. So this character will be instantly recognizable by this mod, but for other mods, they can choose to either be themselves in the RATBB universe, or they could have like a D&D character or a character design that they can inject into the world. So as they come up in the comic, I'll be talking to each of my mods about what they would like their characters to have. So you have the universal cat eye provoker armor, which all guards have to wear. However, they can embellish it in their own kind of special way, or they can so their weapons are completely unique for themselves. So whatever they want to have, you get. Accoutrement or accessories or additions, more than welcome. You're more than welcome to add them for sure. So Loki, who has been one of my biggest supporters this entire comic, he has been around for the entire year, as my mod. I included his recently deceased puppy Mitsu, so she will be included as well as one of Loki's companions, and then also Loki's guard will look similar to Loki, but then also will have additional accoutrement to make his character unique. I don't know what I would do. So many options. You got a little bit of time to think about it. So your guard will not show up until chapter 4. So we're on chapter 2. So you've got a little bit of time, but also more than happy to take your time with it. We'll talk it through. So you got a little bit of time. Oh, speaking of time, oh dear Lord, you got time. You got this. I'm also adding Ted, not Cryo, Lumen and Sal's cat. Because why not? Cutie. Oh dear Lord, panic. That's like the rough rhinos. I think that's their name in Avatar: The Last Airbender. They each specialize in some sort of weapon. Yeah. Yeah, they were super cool, weren't they? I think my favorite was the bomb guy or something with the helmet, which had the pepper shaker stuff, which I have included into my own design. I really like the salt and pepper shaker helmet design with the holes and stuff. You'll recognize that as I go through the comic. It's gonna be blatantly obvious, genuinely. So that's my favorite helmet design. Genuinely, I love that design. So that's that panel done. I'm actually happy with that panel. I'll add the speech bubble in later. So as most of you know, I don't add the writing in until much later off stream, just so that basically those who are subscribed and members can access the comic a little bit earlier, so they can access it page by page as opposed to chapter by chapter. But that's also why I just keep the writing out of the streams. Do I need to send you anything more of my character? I forgot if I need to. I know I sent you pictures to base the trial off of, but I'm not sure if I need to send more or be more specific. Nah, you're golden. You're good. I've got enough to run with there, so you're totally okay. I can figure the rest out here, I think. He will probably show up in chapter 4. So chapter 4, pardon me. So chapter 4 is Timberstone. So there's going to be a lot of character design. There's going to be a lot of character building. This chapter 4 is going to take ages for sure, but that's purely because there are going to be so many characters. Because it's a town, it's a thriving town. So we're going to see a lot of things going on. And so yeah, definitely if you have character designs, be sure to put them in, because they will probably show up in chapter 4, unless you want your character to die and then they can show up earlier, because I've got we've got a fight scene coming up where there's going to be some fatalities. But I don't want to actually like make anyone's character die. That would be mean. I'm not sure if I need to send more or be more specific. Oh no, I read that bit. Sorry. Thank you greatly, Max. No problem. I get the idea. I know what you want, what you're going for, so I can figure the rest out from there. Oh. Drinking. But I think I will raid out as well, just because streaming all day tomorrow. Probably end this stream a little bit. What's hold on. What's 30 minutes when I'm gonna be streaming all day tomorrow. Chapter 4 is gonna be ages, the arsehole if he thought because Mouse is lazy as fuck. Oh, you fucking asshole. No! Not because I'm lazy. Because it's gonna be fucking huge. It's gonna be so many characters. There's gonna be so much going on. Actually gonna be like super cool, but also like, yeah, gonna be doing a lot with it. Just quickly exporting, don't mind me. It's page 7, not chapter 7. Page 7. I may be including more pages in this chapter just because I think 10 pages is going to be my limit. Not my limit, my minimum. Complete opposite. That. I'm just, quickly exporting this out. And we will raid. And Mouse is lazy. That's also true. I am lazy, but not when it comes to art. I'm lazy when it comes to other things like emotional vulnerability and admitting when I'm wrong. Alright. Hold on, let me move the mic. It's going to be sensitive, so move the mic. We will raid. Who is live? Right, Mouse? I am lazy. That's not a surprise. That's not news. Frosty is live. Goes raid to Frosty. He has 0 viewers. I'm all about that clout. No, I should raid somebody. No. I mean, I know Frosty, but I'm gonna raid your buddy. Ooh, she's got a new. I don't have ads. I do ads. 10 pages only. See, you are lazy. I say as someone who's never made a comic. Well, 10 pages is the minimum. That's the thing. 10 pages is the minimum. Currently got 9 pages, so I just need to make one more. Or I might add just a few more pages, like that I will expand on little aspects. Or I could just do a full page. Masses live, raid them. They won't be live soon. Like, it looks like they're about to raid out. I can't raid someone who's about to raid out. That's embarrassing. I also assume Sunny is here. Sunny is here with Suited. We're gonna follow Sunny. Why are ads so long? They're now like 20 seconds. Insane. You don't need that many ads for this stuff. It's insane. I say as my stuff has ads. Anyway, we'll raid. Suited. See you all tomorrow at some point during the day. Till then, hiya.